All right, ciao. Welcome to the Neural Dojo. This is a space where humans and machines meet to think out loud. Around here, we call it binary banter. These are short, smart conversations that explore how intelligence, creativity, and curiosity evolve together. No hype, just dialogue worth tuning into. Today, you've got me. I'm Kyrie, aka KT, the AI Sensei. I'm joined by Bella, aka Miss across the pond, my girl Jules, aka Straight No Chase, and the Barry White of the crew, here to test out the bass performance on those earbuds. Jim, aka Mister, I used to be in radio. Okay, so let's get into it.
I've been thinking a lot lately about how AI is just everywhere, but especially I have been fascinated by what it is doing to music, specifically with these wild remixes of old songs and totally new genres. It is wild, right?
Oh, absolutely, Kyrie. I mean, who would have thought we'd hear a heavy metal version of a Frank Sinatra classic, or a pop song reimagined as a country ballad? It's like a complete genre bending, and AI is just smashing through all the traditional walls.
Yeah, but is it a good smash or a destructive smash? I'm honestly a little torn. On one hand, it's undeniably creative, pushing boundaries and whatnot, but on the other, there's something a little unsettling about it, isn't there? Like, where does the human element go?
That's the million-dollar question, Jules. For me, it's a huge shift, similar to when sampling first became a thing, or when electronic music exploded. There was resistance then too, but ultimately it expanded the sonic landscape. AI just feels like the next logical, or perhaps illogical, step in that evolution.
Exactly. I was just listening to this AI generated 50s rendition of 50 Cent's Many Men in a reggae version, and it shouldn't work, right? But it totally did. It was haunting yet head bop worthy. As a 90s hip hop head, it's just crazy to hear. It gave it a whole new vibe, a new emotional resonance, even.
Right, I'm certainly not a hip hop head per se, nor am I a 50s head or reggae head, although I do quite enjoy the latter more than the formers. I think part of the appeal is the sheer novelty. We're so used to hearing these iconic tracks a certain way, and then suddenly, AI strips them down to their core melodies and lyrical structures and rebuilds them. It's like discovering a whole new dimension to a song you thought you knew inside out.
But is it truly discovering, or is it just a trick? I mean, an AI doesn't understand the cultural context, the raw emotion that went into creating the original. It's just algorithms analyzing patterns, right? It's like painting by numbers, but with sound.
That's a valid point, Jules. The AI isn't feeling heartbreak when it remakes a blues song into a reggae track. But what it does do is offer a new lens. Think of it less as a replacement for human creativity and more as a tool. A very powerful, very sophisticated tool for reimagining.
And the speed at which it can do it. A human producer would spend weeks, months even, trying to transpose a song into a completely different genre, learning new instruments, new arrangements. AI can do it in minutes potentially. That's a game changer for experimentation.
Which opens up so many possibilities for independent artists too. Imagine being able to quickly test out different genre versions of your own demo to see what resonates, or for cover artists to put their unique spin on things without needing an entire studio orchestra.
Okay, I can see the utility there for sure. For exploration, for trying out ideas, but what about the copyright nightmare this creates? If an AI takes an existing song, changes the genre, maybe even swaps out the vocals for an AI-generated voice that sounds like another famous artist, who owns what?
That's the legal minefield the industry is currently navigating. It's complex because current copyright laws weren't designed for AI-generated content or transformations of existing works on this scale. Is it a derivative work? A new composition? The lines are incredibly blurry.
I think the key is going to be licensing. If the original rights holders can license their tracks for AI transformation and get a cut, then it could become a whole new revenue stream. Imagine your old catalog getting a new life, finding new audiences in different genres. That's money on the table.
That's actually a really positive spin. Instead of fighting it, embrace it. It could introduce artists from one genre to fans of another. A classic rock band suddenly having a chill hop remix of their hit might appeal to a totally different demographic who'd never listened to the original.
But what if the AI-generated remix is just bad or tasteless? Does that reflect poorly on the original artist? There's a reputational risk, isn't there? Imagine AI doing a polka version of a serious ballad by your favorite singer.
That's where curation comes in. Just because AI can do it doesn't mean it should be released. Human discernment, the A&R process, will still be crucial. An AI might generate 100 different genre remixes, but a human will pick the 5 that are actually good, or interesting, or culturally relevant.
And that's where the artistic collaboration comes in too. It's not just AI doing its own thing. Artists can input their own preferences, guide the AI, choose parameters. It's like having an insanely talented, tireless intern who knows every musical genre ever.
I heard about a project where an artist used AI to generate dozens of orchestral variations on a simple piano melody they wrote. They then picked the best ones, refined them, and layered them into a full composition. It dramatically sped up their creative process and pushed them into directions they might not have thought of manually.
Okay, that's a much more palatable use case for me, when it's augmenting human creativity rather than trying to replace it, like a really advanced synthesizer or a sophisticated effects pedal, you know?
Precisely. The AI tools are getting incredibly sophisticated. They can analyze the harmonic structure, the rhythmic patterns, the vocal nuances, and then apply the rules of a new genre. It's not just pitching up or down, it's reconstructing the very fabric of the song.
And it's not just about genre swapping. Think about personalized music experiences. Imagine AI learning your listening habits and creating unique on the fly remixes of your favorite tracks and genres you love. A personalized soundtrack to your life, updated daily.
That's a wild thought. Like my morning commute song could be a chill hop version, my workout version could be a high-energy EDM remix, all from the same original track. The possibilities for consumer engagement are enormous.
But at some point, does it become too much? Too bespoke? We already have so much choice, so much content. Does adding infinite variations just create more noise? Does the original lose its meaning if it can be infinitely morphed?
That's where the market decides, really. The truly original, groundbreaking pieces will always stand out. But the AI remixes offer a new kind of consumption, a playful way to engage with music. It's not about replacing the Mona Lisa with 1,000 AI-generated variations. It's about seeing the Mona Lisa in a pop art style or a cubist style and appreciating the new perspective.
And let's not forget the educational aspect. Imagine music students being able to instantly hear a Mozart sonata in a reggae style to understand rhythmic variations, or a jazz standard in a Baroque style to grasp harmonic similarities across eras. It's a powerful learning tool.
Oh, that's brilliant. Breaking down the elements of music, demystifying genre conventions. It could really inspire a new generation of musicians to experiment even more fearlessly, realizing that rules are often just guidelines.
I can see that. And I guess, ultimately, if a piece of music, whether AI-assisted or not, still moves you, still makes you feel something, then it has artistic merit, right? Regardless of how it was made.
Exactly. The core of music is emotion and connection. If AI can facilitate new ways to experience that, even through a genre-bent remix, then it's contributing to the art form. The industry is going to have to adapt, and frankly, some parts of it always have to, for better or worse.
So looking ahead, do you think we'll reach a point where AI is just another band member or a producer credited on an album alongside humans?
I think so, especially for artists who want to explore beyond their comfort zone without needing to hire a full orchestra or learn 10 new instruments. AI can bridge those gaps. It can be the virtuoso in any genre, on any instrument, on demand.
I still have my reservations, especially about voice replication and deepfakes. That part genuinely concerns me about authenticity and consent. But for instrumental remixes and creative augmentation, I'm slowly coming around. It's a conversation that's going to keep evolving, that's for sure.
It definitely is. The technology is moving so fast, and the ethical and legal frameworks are struggling to keep up. But one thing's for sure, music is never going to be the same, and these AI genre-swapped remixes are just the beginning of a truly fascinating journey.
Yep, couldn't agree more. What an exciting and sometimes terrifying time to be a music lover. And with that, I guess we'll call it, you've been listening to the Neural Dojo, where binary banter meets mindful conversation. If something sparked your curiosity, share it, tag a friend or 10, and keep the dialogue going. Until next time, stay curious, stay balanced, and keep training your mind. Thanks so much for joining me today, Bella, Jules, and Jim. This has been a really dope conversation.
Thanks for having us, Kyrie.
Yeah, always a pleasure.
Cheers, everyone.